Uh, where we are going next?
We're going to Lithuania.
Lithuania. Okay, let's go.
And so, this Lithuanian company is called GARANT Group. It is an international group of companies which offers complete solutions for shipping, oil and gas, coastal industries worldwide, as well as offshore wind farms in the Baltics and Northern Europe. For more than 30 years, they've been providing full support to ensure your fleet and equipment is safe and operational. With Garant mobile teams and distribution centers worldwide, they can reach any port at all and assist you with, well, you'll hear with what directly from our speaker. Would you mind to introduce him?
Yes, Mr. Yevgeniy Shashilkin from Lithuania, Klaipėda. So we can see our speaker, and I need to make sure, do we hear you? Yevgeny, do you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect.
Quite clearly. Yeah.
Amazing background, guys. Like all the time.
As usual, huh?
Well prepared.
Looks amazing.
Great job.
Looks amazing. Most importantly, we can see you very well. Good video quality, amazing audio quality. We can hear you loud, clear. We can see you very well. So, how are you guys basically? How Garant Group is coping with, with pandemic situation, for example?
So it's kind of challenging things, but we are coping quite well. We have, as a supply team, we made our distribution points worldwide, and logistics is not suffering from the worldwide pandemic. Only the crisis with the containers, which has started in the beginning of the 2021, giving us some challenges to work with. But let's say for our personnel, for the service team, everything is quite well, running smooth. We are still available worldwide, round the clock, around the world.
Okay, thank you for the reply. And guys, once again, you look amazing with your solution. Actually, the presentation, even before you starting to present, that looks amazing from different angles. That's amazing. So I will not lie by telling that we and all of Eastern Maritime audience right now is keen to hear what Garant Group can offer. So guys, if you're ready, the stage is yours.
Yeah, so today's main topic will be not only the presenting of our products, presenting of our services, what we can do, but I'm also want to pop up the things like safety of the mooring operations on board the ships. Just before this conference, we made a poll over the LinkedIn, and there was a simple question: what is, in your opinion, is the weakest link of the mooring system? And in my surprise, the most of the respondents telling that the crew is the weakest link of the mooring system, while in technological way is all the different. The winch brakes are the weakest link of the mooring system, which should be rendered to 50–60% of the SDMBL, ship design braking load. We go further, and today's presentation, as I told, will enhance your opinion and the safety of the mooring. I will give some statistics from the worldwide marine industry about the casualties, what happened not only during the mooring operation but overall casualties. We also will see why it happens, why these casualties happens. And I will give some ideas how to avoid them in the future, and how to prevent and how to cope with them. But first of all, I will present myself and my company. My name is Yevgeny, and I'm managing director of Picasso Marine Supplies, which is part of the Garant Group. My job, the marine industry, is not only my job, it's all my entire life. I started as a Siemens while ago. And I've shifted to the purchasing department of the shipping company, and then I became a managing director of the ship supply company. As a Garant Group, we are on the market more than 30 years, And we provide not only for the supply things, but we also provide the global services all around the world, such as repairs of the engines, hull, machinery repairs, the underwater works, servicing of the safety and firefighting equipment around the world, around the clock. And now back into the main topic of today's is the safety of the mooring operations. Almost 5%, this is the sad statistic, the 5% of the overall marine accidents happen during the mooring operations. And why it happening? There are two main reasons to be worked on and to be considered. That's the system failure and the malfunction of equipment, and also the human error. Both reasons to be considered, and corrective actions to be elaborated and implemented. In late 2018, the OCMF made a great contribution into safety of the mooring operation, announcing its MAG4, which is actually put everything, all the things on the shelves. Everything is clear for the ship owners, for the crew, for us, for ship suppliers, because it's also took a lot of the challenges for us, because we need to change, we have to change some procedures in manufacturing. We had to change some procedures in testing of the mooring ropes, and also procurement and supplying the mooring. All these have to be changed in order to provide the safety of the mooring operations. The thing is that the mooring operations is always connected with risk to the human life. This is the sad statistic of injuries, what happened in the world with personnel. And we see that the right part of the body is most endurable during the casualties. And the most of the mooring injuries are characterized by the predominance of the severe bruises, deep wounds, traumatic amputation of the fingers or limbs. But it's good that 94 persons which were injured are back to the professional life after the treatment. So as I mentioned, why it happens, why these casualties happens. Additionally to previous given statistics, most of the marine accidents happening during the because of the human error. And this leads as lack of training, skills, experience, lack of maintenance of the mooring equipment, etc., etc. And all these things are leading to the mooring casualties. I'm always saying that not only the crew is responsible for the safety of the mooring. Usually, the safety of the mooring starts from the ship owner's or ship manager's office. Why? Because it's how the mooring, how the company controls, how the company promotes the safety of the mooring. It's always dependable. And also the crew is also responsible for the mooring operation, because now we're looking at the mooring operation as a routine. And nobody is doing the briefing before the mooring operation, while they should do this before each mooring. That's the small statistics of the overall marine casualties after MAG4 was implemented. And we see that the severe casualties reduced from the 75 in 2019 to 40 in 2020. We as a ship supply company, we also feeling our responsibility before the crew, before the managers, ship managers, about the safety of the mooring operations. And what we do, we always working on the new blends of the synthetic materials to get a new kind of ropes, more safer, more quality ropes, which will meet all the requirements and expectations of our customers. The latest rope, what we added to our basket was the Amber Ultra S rope, which is having a snapback arrestor. This rope is more safer than the ordinary Amber Ultra. Totally in our basket, we have 6 ropes, which, as I mentioned, will meet the expectations of customer in view of durability, price, and etc., etc. And we provide a global support and global supply of these ropes worldwide, starting from the Far East and to Americas. The supply of the mooring rope is not only the one solution what we can offer to you in review of the mooring. We can also provide you technical advice on how to select the ropes, what is the best rope for type of the vessel you are managing, what is the best rope for the routes or the ports where you are calling. All these things we are doing. Also, we're conducting the trainings of the ship personnel and conducting the trainings of the technical managers, technical officers in the offices. The last live training we did in Hong Kong shipping company, right before the pandemic starts. Now we shifted to online, and the next training we're coming in with a German company within this week. So in conclusion of my presentation, there are some tips to make your deck zone safer. First of all, it's well-trained, rested crew. You have to make all the time before the mooring operation short briefing on what we do, what are conditions of the port, what are conditions of the tide, etc., etc. All these things are considerable. Well-maintained mooring equipment, well-trained office personnel, and all the procedures of the purchasing of the mooring ropes and the maintenance of equipment should be aligned with the MEG4 recommendation, and the mooring operation should be aligned with the MEG4 recommendation. And I'm done for today. If everyone have questions to me, or you just need advice, or you want to say hello to me, just see my contact details on below. Call me, email me, text me, and let's chat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yevgeniy. That was great. Like we mentioned already, but we cannot say this enough, you're well prepared, right? And so if you're ready, we would like to jump to the questions.
Yep.
Okay, so first things first, what common mistakes are made while choosing mooring lines?
Okay, that's a good question. Actually, the common mistake is that the purchasing managers or purchasing officers sending to the supply companies the old certificate what is already supplied before to the vessel, but nobody knows if the rope supplied correctly last time. What they should do is to check all the capacities of the winch, the capacity of the mooring equipment, also refer to the mooring arrangement plan, and fill up the inquiry form and send it to the ship supplier. Then we do all the rest of the job. We are choosing the right rope for this vessel, for these conditions, what the vessel is working, and that's it. This is the main tips, huh?
Okay, so then to kind of follow up on that one, what is your role in ensuring safety on board during mooring operations?
Yeah, I already mentioned that. We're doing all this job. We first of all, we're providing the correct ropes for this vessel, for current vessel, which is in inquiry. We also guarantee that the quality of the ropes is on the high level, and we always constantly improving the quality of the ropes and searching for the new kind of materials, new kind of manufacturing procedures in order to make our ropes more safer.
Okay, now about these ropes. When do you think the shipping industry will start broadly using smart ropes with sensors to increase safety?
It will not be it will not be a farthest future. It will come already within the next year or within the 2 years. It always depends on how the owners and how the ship managers looks at the safety of their crew, the safety of the vessel, and I think it will be not so. It is not far future.
Great. Then I want to leave a few to
Yeah.
Ignas too.
Could you please comment how often, in your opinion, vessels should exchange mooring lines?
It always dependable on how often the ship has mooring operations, how the ropes are stored, how the ropes are maintained, how the mooring equipment maintained. It's a lot of things to be considered too, but the main thing is that the crew should refer to the instruction manual which is provided with ropes in order to see if the ropes already to be retired or it can be repaired or something else. But from my past seaman practice, I was changing the ropes one time per 2 years.
Okay, thank you for the answer. And I can see right now we have the last one for GARANT Group. When exchanging the lines, should the vessel exchange all mooring lines, like simultaneously, or for example, is it possible to change only wear of ones?
Well, it also depends on the several things. Like if the vessel was supplied with the one supplier of the mooring ropes, they can exchange the weared ones. But if different suppliers, different kind of ropes were supplied to this vessel, we recommend to change all the lines.
Is that because of liability, for example, if the ropes would need some services that one supplier could take care of all of them?
Not because of that, but because of the materials of the mooring lines. The different blends of materials. Different materials have a different tensile, different elongation. So it's all these things connected with the mechanical properties of the mooring lines. Not only because of the liability.
Okay. So guys, if you have these kind of questions or different kind of questions, even the same, if you weren't able to see how Mr. Yevgeniy were commenting the questions and making the presentations, you will definitely be able to do that because we will have the recorded version of all the forum, all the event, first day and second day. And for GARANT Group, I would like to ensure you guys that your presentation will go far and beyond, even after the event is finished. So for today, thanks a lot for high quality presentation. It was informative, and thanks a lot for Q&A session, and please stay tuned.
Yes, thanks a lot for being with us, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, colleagues. Have a great day. Have a great event too.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.